Hello, in today's video we're going to just talk about the process of how to complete this woodland style headdress. Um, you're going to take your 4 panels that you had and you got them labeled, and essentially you start at the top. I used 1 string. Start at the top, you sew down and sew back, then go down to the next panel, punch your holes in, line them up as good as you can, and go back. And when it's complete, you'll have these sitting on your wooden frames. Each seam will be on your wooden frame. Then at this point, you trim off little areas like that don't fit quite tight, and you'd sew another strip that would wrap underneath, and you can either tie it to these panels, this panel here, or glue it. It's your choice. You'll also need to make a modified choker. We've made chokers in the past, so you can do that. You want a thick panel this time. Just say this is your front. You'll want a choker at least to cover that. A modified choker just to cover this area. And you're going to need a quire. You can either make them out of shells. Or bead concho, basically. From the front portion, you can either buy these or just use fur. This is part of the weasel family. This is its winter fur. And these would get attached kind of to the sides. Then you'd have it attached to your sides. And you'd have your piece here. Normally there would be some type of concho of something right about here, and we haven't fully thought of it yet. Today mostly what I'm going to talk about is because you're going to need about 20 of them. So I'm going to show you how to split a feather. I don't recommend using eagle feathers in this because you will be destroying your feather as such. So got some feathers I was given. I'm going to mix these up with turkey feathers because I just like the colors of them. These are peacock. They're not native to North America, but I think the color will go good with this. So essentially, you're going to need 20 of these bundles, roughly. So essentially you pull, and you don't worry about if you get a shorter piece, because you do want shorter ones at the front. You put the longer ones towards the back, and you just pull them off. You pull them off the main thing there. See, that'll be good for the front somewhere. Take your time, pull them off. So these bundles, put a bunch of them together. I got some made here. So once you got it all sewn, put your thing on to go underneath. Another little strip of leather to fold underneath to help hold it on. You can tie it to these. Then you're going to need either a sharp nail or use the needle to sew them on. But you want to grab a bunch of these. make little bundles. Now if you don't trust your tying, I use sinew. If you don't trust your tying, you can always add just a little bit of glue too. There. Then you would poke 2 holes, and you put this on. You put these all over, about 20 of them. Start at the front with shorter ones, and at the back with longer ones. What else can I tell you here? So normally there would be, depending on what nation that you would come from, this is the woodland style. Woodland is anything connected or around the Great Lakes. So depending on what tribe, whether it lays down or sticks up, it's all depending on what kind of tribe you are. And I will show you how to make that part in another video. I just thought this was just a quick video so you can get these, so when we get back to another video, we can assemble it all. So you sew all 4 of your panels together. It's easy enough to do. You have them ABC, you have them marked ABC on the inside from the previous video that I showed. Then you can always tighten it up. You can, instead of doing leather, you obviously can use cloth on this. I was doing leather just to keep this as traditional as possible, because cloth didn't come into North America until it was introduced from. So you just tighten this up, and that way it'd be all nice and tight. You do this from the inside, obviously. You turn it inside out. So your holes, essentially your holes will be in for a little bit further. This will require just a little bit of trimming. So I would put your holes about that if you end up with a space like this. So about here is where you'd start your all the way down, and yeah. So this was just a quick video to show the process to get us all caught up into the same page if you're making one of these. If you're just watching, I'd like to thank all the viewers that are watching this. I enjoy making these.